All right, we are starting part 4, Death in the Great Hall. Now, shrugging off his rags, the wiliest fighter of the islands leapt and stood on the broad doorsill, his own bow in his hand. He poured out at his feet a rain of arrows from the quiver and spoke to the crowd. So much for that. Your clean-cut game is over. Now watch me hit a target that no man has hit before if I can make this shot. Help me, Apollo. He drew to his fist the cruel head of an arrow for Antinous. Just as the young man leaned to lift his beautiful drinking cup, embossed, two-handled golden, the cup was in his fingers. The wine was even at his lips. And did he dream of death? How could he? In that revelry amid his throng of friends, who could imagine a single foe? Though a strong foe indeed could dare to bring death's pain on him and darkness on his eyes? Odysseus's arrow hit him under the chin and punched up to the feathers through his throat. So Antinous, the suitor that's been harassing him and threw the stool at him, is the first one that he kills. And Antinous is not expecting it. He's in the middle of drinking wine when this happens. Backward and down he went, letting the wine cup fall from his shocked hand. Like pipes, his nostrils jetted crimson runnels, a river of mortal red. And one last kick upset his table, knocking the bread and meat to soak in dusty blood. Now, as they craned to see their champion where he lay, the suitors jostled and uproared on the hall, everyone on his feet. Wildly they turned and scanned the walls in the long room for arms, but not a shield, not a good ashen spear was there for a man to take and throw. Remember, Telemachus had removed all the weapons and the armor in the room the previous night, so they have prepared for this battle. All they could do was yell in outrage at Odysseus. Foul, to shoot at a man? That was your last shot. Your own throat will be slit for this. Our finest lad is down. You killed the best on Ithaca. Buzzards will tear your eyes out. For they imagined as they wished that it was a wild shot, an unintended killing. Fools, not to comprehend they were already in the grip of death. But glaring under his brows, Odysseus answered, You yellow dogs, you thought I'd never make it home from the land of Troy? You took my house to plunder and twisted my maids to serve your beds. You dared bid for my wife while I was still alive. Contempt was all you had for the gods who rule wide heaven. Contempt for what men say of you hereafter. Your last hour has come. You die in blood. As they all took this in, sickly green fear pulled at their entrails, and their eyes flickered, looking for some hatch or hideaway from death. Eurymachus alone could speak. He said, If you are Odysseus of Ithaca, come back. All that you say these men have done is true. Rash actions, many here, more in the countryside. But here he lies, the man who caused them all. Antinous was the ringleader. He whipped us on to do these things. He cared less for a marriage than for the power of Crony, and has denied him. As king of Ithaca, for that, he tried to trap your son and would have him killed. He is dead now and has his portion. Spare your own people. As for ourselves, we'll make restitution of wine and meat consumed and add each one a tithe of 20 oxen with gifts of bronze and gold to warm your heart. Meanwhile, we cannot blame you for your anger. So he's pleading with Odysseus and saying, just let us go. It was Antinous' fault and he's dead now, so we're good. We'll give you some bread and wine to make up for it. But Odysseus might not be trying to hear that. Odysseus glowered under his black brows. Not for the whole treasure of your fathers. All you enjoy, lands, flocks, or any gold put up by others, would I hold my hand. So he's letting them know there is nothing you can do to stop what's about to go down. And we'll pick up on age 72 on our next recording.